excuse me, the regular police commission meeting for February 20th. I guess it's 7:02 by the clock on the wall. And I guess I'll turn that off. So, can we start with the Pledge of Allegiance? And Joey, will you lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda? Deputy Chief? Jeff?
No.
Eric?
No.
Nay.
Matt? Joe?
No, sir.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve the agenda as published?
Motion to approve.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Very good. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the January 16th regular police commission meeting?
Motion to approve.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So we're into the action items. The first thing that we have to do tonight is approve the police commission meeting schedule for 24-25. It's in our package. This is something we do every year, and thankfully we get a little prompt so that we don't forget. Can I have a motion?
Just a quick question first.
Sure.
So there's no March on here. Is that because it would be over spring break?
Well, I think March was covered in last year. Is that,
Yes, it's just over the
March.
next
Oh,
fiscal
the
year.
next
yeah.
fiscal year. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, April. Yeah.
All right.
Can I have a motion to approve the meeting schedule for 2024 to 2025?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And we have to appoint a police commission chair for 2024 through 25.
I would motion to appoint Paul again to continue as the motion chair. He's been able to dedicate the most amount of time that he has available to be able to meet with the command staff and everybody else.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Moving along then to department updates and discussion items. I think you guys have got something set up with Doug not being here, how you want to handle it, so I'll let you take it away. Todd?
Good evening. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
As far as department updates, it's been a busy time of year. First of the year, first month, January, is always tough for us. You know, we're compiling numbers and getting things ready for a budget, reviewing general orders, taking a look at everything that had happened in the year, which was 23, and it does take a lot of time. So it's a very, very busy month administratively. So that's what we designated, or that's what most of our time was taken up with. One of the things I did want to discuss, or one of the discussion items was, this has been a hot topic. We all know that the stacks for DTE are coming down. That's scheduled for March 1st. That will be March 1st, and it will be at 7 a.m. They said the implosion or the detonation is going to be about 5 minutes. It's not going to affect anybody on Groseal. They have rings that show if anything were to fall, it would be in the center of the channel. The vibration or the detonation is not going to cause any damage to the bridge. There's no cause or concern, but there is going to be road closure that morning, but it's going to be very, very short. We're discussing West River. As of right now, Water's Edge is going to be only for DTE and media. It's not going to be open to the public, and we're not sure how much of West River we are going to close down. Were there any questions regarding that?
I have a few questions.
Sure.
The marine, are we gonna have a vote in the water from a marine?
Wayne County will be handling
Okay.
that. Yeah. And there is a lot of people, and actually Captain Price was saying that he knew somebody that was, yeah, I'm going to be out there on a boat. They're going to have a perimeter set up, and also DTE is going to have vessels out as well. So there'll be a perimeter, so you're not going to be able to pass through. So it'll be shut down to navigation.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
That was my main question, so if it's
Yeah,
not us, then
everything,
that's-
the company that is doing the demolition, they've done hundreds and hundreds of them, so they know what they're doing. They've supplied us with all the data, the time, what it's gonna entail. It's gonna be very, very short, quick, and you might hear some blasts, but you're not gonna feel much or see much except the stacks coming down.
I understood that for a few minutes or for the time that the bridge will be closed. Did I miss that when you said that?
That is correct. They will be closing Parkway down and the bridge down. Trenton will handle the Trenton side, will handle our side.
Would you know how long you guys plan on that for?
Well, my assumption is, and it's assumption because we haven't finalized that yet, that it's probably going to be about a half an hour that will
Cover
be
it
shut
all,
down
yeah.
to cover it. We will make notification through social media. It will be on the cable access channel. It will be on Code Red. Everybody will be.
Yeah, it'll go out on the phone is what
Yes,
my next question.
correct. So everybody will be notified well
Okay.
in advance.
Thank you, Todd.
March 1st, that is a Friday. Do the schools know? Have they been informed yet that the bridge is gonna be closed?
They have not. They have not. So that will be this week. Everybody, we're gonna start notifying everybody, the bus service, everybody will be notified. It's gonna be a very, very brief closure. They originally, I don't think we're gonna close Parkway down, but they just wanna be they wanna be safe. So, the rings that I was talking about where there could be debris or possibility of something falls right on Parkway, and they're just erring on the side of caution. Any other questions about that? It's going to be very, very weird. It's going to change the landscape. I can't imagine what it's going to look like with them gone. The stacks are coming down March 1st, and then there's another building that they're going to take down in May. But the one in May, it's not going to do anything. We're not going to have road closures again or anything like that. Anything else?
That's all I have.
Paul, you look like you have a question.
No, my comments probably would be considered non-constructive.
Difficult to find your way back home from Put in Bay without the stacks.
Isn't that
I was just wondering how much it's gonna cost to rebuild the plant when they need it. But
There's no, I don't know what they're going to do with the property. There's been no,
Well, you know,
they've got a plan.
do they?
they're gonna store batteries on there. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
No,
I know.
that's real.
Is that for real, really?
Oh, no, they have it
plan.
already set. They're gonna be storing, those big, high-powered, different types of batteries for either the solar or, but it's gonna be a battery storage facility.
But it'll still be DTE, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to move on to the monthly report. I know you gentlemen have had a chance to look at it. I'm just going to go over some of the numbers. For the month of January 24, we had 1 OWI, citations, parking violations. Verbal warnings were up to 60, which is what we really like to see, more of in educating the public, when we're stopping. Individuals, it's more for us, I believe, more in education and educating the drivers, just warnings and slow down. 2 warrant arrests, we had 2 felony arrests, 2 misdemeanor arrests, 24 reports. Freedom of information, Celeste has been very, very busy. She had 11. 1 car deer accident, which is phenomenal for this time of year. Accident reports 5, ACO reports were 1, and security notices were 16. The deer call is up and running, and Pete's doing an exceptional job running that, and they're on point to probably fill all the tags that we have. So
What's the total?
that right now,
Tags.
we have 100 tags. They also are going to do a aerial to get an actual accurate count within this week or early next week. It's dependent on the weather.
In the middle of the deer call, or is that?
Yep. We're gonna go up and take a look and just get an accurate count now. And I know what you're gonna ask, Joe, is why do it now?
No, that's fine. I just got to make sure there's snow on the ground.
Yeah, well, they have thermal. So what they're gonna do is do it with thermal versus,
Okay.
and that's an excellent question. How do you see them if there's no snow? They have to do it through thermal. So that's
They-
already been arranged.
They pick up coyotes if there's coyotes.
Thermal will pick everything up.
Yeah.
It picks everything up. That's the only
Let's,
difference with thermal
let's see
and.
if we can distinguish between them.
That I can't
I'm
answer.
gonna say, ask
I
DNR
hope so,
people.
that's all. Thermal, sometimes, I know they use that to track certain animals, but sometimes with thermal, you get the imaging, not the picture. So
Right.
there's a little bit difference with it.
Oh.
But these guys know what they're doing. I mean, the
Yeah,
guys that
they-
use the thermal,
And they've been doing it for years.
they know what they're doing.
And the nice thing is if you get an accurate count, you can see how it's, the cull is working and keeping the
Oh,
population
yeah.
at bay.
No, it's the program that you guys put together, and I think it started with you, Joe, didn't it? Or
No, Bill.
Before you with Bill.
No, Bill had it 1 year.
Yeah, but
He
it's
started,
been
Bill
working
started the whole thing.
very effectively. I think, and we've seen it.
Yeah,
We've seen the
and-
results.
I mean, I can remember, and Joe can as well. I mean, we were doing car deer crashes every day. And it was to the point where it was dangerous. So it's definitely working. And when you see that we've only had 1 for the month, that's incredible. So we know that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
And that was the metric when we first started it all those years ago, that we were gonna monitor to see if it was working.
Well-
Because it's the one clear metric versus happenstance, hearsay, what you see, what you don't see, and, ever since then, the deer car accidents are,
Well, and-
well under, in the single digits, where they used to be well into the
And
double
the
digits.
aerial survey tracks with that data.
Yeah.
That, we're taking the herd down, and DNR's happy about it.
Yep. They have their numbers per acre.
Right,
per-
they're doing good.
And they would never issue us anything above, as far as the deer tags, they would never issue us anything above what they would think would be harmful to the population. Just to,
So this just real quick, Todd, on the statistics, right? So they mirror the philosophy of community policing, right? I mean, if you look at this, there's 38 notices to appear and 60 verbal warnings versus 10 citations. So
Yes.
it's a 10, basically 10% citation versus warning or notice to appear.
that is
So
correct.
it's pretty phenomenal numbers.
That's what, in community policing is the key term there. It's education, it's educating the public. So I'm gonna move on to, the DB report from the Detective Bureau. Property crimes, we had 2 MDOPs. We had 4 assault and batteries, 5 warrant arrests. Detective Seconteris, he completed the sex offender registration verification for the year. Domestic violence, we had a domestic violence and assault, some cyberbullying, and harassment case. And those are just the highlights. I mean, there was a lot that went on during the month, but I would be up here for hours talking about it all. So, were any questions about that? Okay. To move on to the reserve report. So for the month of January 2024, The total hours for the reserves were 46.5. Events during January. On the 25th, officers worked detail checking vacation homes, public parks and businesses. They're still doing the vacation checks, which goes back to community policing and providing a service, which I feel is very important. People feel a lot better going out of town when they know that their home's being checked while they're out of town. Also on the 25th, Reserve Executive Team conducted an interview process for the rank of Reserve Sergeant Officer Joe Scotti, which we will be talking about here briefly. He was voted to be promoted sergeant, and the request was forwarded to me for the promotion ceremony to be scheduled for today, which is the 20th. On January 27th, officers worked another detail checking vacations or homes for people on vacation. And on the 30th, probationary officer Sarah Kelly started the Schoolcraft Police Reserve Academy. So she's started that, and her expected graduation date is May 16th. So we'll be happy to have her up and running by the 16th. As far as February, there's nothing to be determined yet. I did talk to Captain Price briefly. The reserves, we're going to have reserves out for that March 1st event for the DTE detonation. So, any questions on that? Okay, very good. So next, we are going to swear in Joe Scotti and recognize his promotion to Reserve Sergeant. So, if you could raise your right hand. State of Michigan, County of Wayne. You'll be repeating after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of this state,
the Constitution of this state,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Police Reserve Officer
as the office of Police Reserve Officer
in and for the Township of Groseal,
and in the Township of Groseal,
County of Wayne,
County of Wayne,
and the State of Michigan,
State of Michigan,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Congratulations. Yep. No, I'll take care of all that. My pleasure.
Thank you.
My
Appreciate it.
honor.
Thank you.
Very much. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate everything.
And the promotion to sergeant as well.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Shake our hand.
I'm glad to see Doug broke down and bought him some stripes. That's a good thing.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Joe.
Congratulations.
Dude had a grip on him.
Gentlemen, any other questions or anything that you'd like to discuss? We good? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, moving right along. Joey. Anything on
Yes.
liaison report?
I wanted to say that Todd did a phenomenal job on my liaison report, so I was going to report on the bridge and the issue on March 1st, but thank you, Todd, and I'm good, actually, Mr. Chair. Nothing else for tonight.
Anyone have questions for Joey?
No, sir.
Public comment? There being no public, then we'll move along. Can I have a motion to approve the monthly reports from this meeting?
Motion?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Deputy Chief, you have anything to add that we didn't cover already?
No, sir.
Jessica? Joey?
All set, sir.
Scott?
Oh, all set.
All set. Eric? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned at 7:24.